Hi guys, this is Aashir. I am an indie game developer currently working on my new game called Atlansium. Yeah, I have decided a name for the game. I don't know what it means, but it sounds like Atlantis, and our game is kind of underwater, so yeah, it works. The game is about a squishy little character that moves in a random direction to collect the keys and move to the next level. I am making this game using the Unity game engine, programming in C# and drawing the art in Photoshop. It's been about more than 2 months since I started this game. The game is pretty much shaping at this point. Since the last devlog, I have made a lot of progress which I'll be sharing in this video. I have worked on level 4 for the game, which is kind of a 5D orange environment. I have made a new background for the level and also some new weeds to make the level look good. I have spent pretty much time in making those weeds because I was out of ideas. Finally, after so much effort, these were the ones I chose to make. For this level, I have made some new enemies. One is a squid and the other is a lobster. These both have the same brains as the jellyfish to follow the player. Figuring out the enemies for this level was a very difficult task because the environment was kind of orange, so I had to match the colors of the environment with the enemies a little bit. I then started to work on UI for the game. The current UI was kinda boring and it didn't suit the art style of the game. So I drew a new pause button, deleted the restart button in Unity and just replaced the image of the pause button with the new one I created. Yeah, easy as this. I then started working on the main menu. The main menu was very boring, very boring. So I then went over the internet to get inspiration to create my own one. And then after a long time wandering over the internet, I got inspired and started working on the main menu. I launched Photoshop and started to draw it. It took me a lot of time designing the main menu in Photoshop. I then exported the drawn main menu in small pieces for parallax effect in Unity. The last main menu I had, it was on a plain background. I simply placed all the pieces one over another in place of it. Now that plain boring background was not looking too much good. So I started to think for ways to make it look good. I firstly thought to animate the camera up and down. Now the main problem started here. After implementing the camera's idle movement, nothing seriously happened in the game. So I started to think what could possibly go wrong. After so much searching, I found that the current main menu was on a canvas. It wasn't rendering anything inside the camera. It was just showing the canvas. So I removed the main menu I created and then started to place all the items of the background and title of the game inside the camera view. After placing them inside the camera's view, arranging the pieces was very difficult. After a lot of hard work, I put it in place and got it to work. I also added a particle effect that spawns some particle, so the menu feels more alive and aesthetic. Now, after implementing the camera idle movement, I didn't know much about animations, so I just deleted the old animations from the state machine. I thought that they would be different for different scenes, but I was wrong. Now at this point, the whole camera system got affected and all the shake animations were gone. I then worked on to fix them. After spending a lot of time to fix the issue, I finally got to know about the animations controllers. I added a new animation controller for the main menu screen, and after adjusting every bit and bit, everything went back to normal. Phew, that was really hard. After it, I started to work on the game over screen. I used the same screen as the main menu, but I replaced the text Atlansium with game over by drawing it in Photoshop. I also made some new UI. One is a menu button which takes the user to the main menu, and the other is a restart button which restarts the game. Anyways guys, that's pretty much for this week. Next week I'll be working on level 5 and level 6 for the game. I am speeding up the development because I want to complete this project as soon as possible and start a new project. I'm planning to create a big project that could possibly turn into a commercial Steam game. But I will also be creating some small games for mobile phones also. Also guys, be sure to check out my website where I post about gaming stuff. So anyways, I hope you liked the video and enjoyed seeing the progress in the game. I will be back with some new content soon, so stay tuned. Bye.